the fact that you were forced to be vigilant and to assess people, to work out what's going on when you became an adult allows you to detect the vibe and the energy of whoever it is that you're speaking with and know that this person's someone that I want to hang with and this person's somebody that I don't.
Right.
All of the things. In fact, I would go as far as to say there's not one thing in my life that I see as a pure advantage that doesn't have a dark side to it that came about at some other point as well.
Right.
So one of the reasons that I spent so much time as a kid in my bedroom listening to audio tapes because I didn't have anyone to play with, right? Only child, a little bit sort of unpopular. Right. So I'd be in my bedroom listening to audio tapes, and we go to the library every 2 weeks and we take the tapes back and we get new tapes and I bring them and listen to them again.
Right.
But you roll the clock forward 20 years and what's the 2023 version of an audio tape? It's a podcast.
It's a podcast. That's right.
A lot of the things that you love and value in yourself in adulthood are the light side of something that you were ashamed, fearful, disgusted by when you were younger.
Yeah. I mean, I think that comes from overcoming. A lot of people, wonder, how did you become this? How did you become so vulnerable? How are you doing a podcast now when you were this kid? You overcame things. You fought them. And now this is what happens. This is on the other side of overcoming. You become very, very powerful when you overcome yourself. All those things you once cowered from, you were afraid of, when you face them eye to eye every day, you now become a person who has a great podcast.
Let's say that there's someone listening who resonates with what you're talking about. They've been through trauma, they've been through hard times, but they keep breaking promises to themselves and they're struggling to get off the couch and they're having a pity party. How can they stop feeling sorry for themselves?
That's a difficult one because you have to want it. You have to want to be better. And it starts off with, you have to have pride in yourself. You have to have pride in yourself. You have to have, there's something about you, whether it's your last name, whether it's just the smallest thing, you have to be proud of yourself. And if you have no pride in yourself, I can't give it to you.
Because you're always going to compromise. You're always going to fold.
Always. I'm very proud of myself. That's why when people said, no way you can do better than Can't Hurt Me. Roger that. We'll fucking see. It's that pride that wakes you up. Now I'm not talking about bad pride. The attention to detail for the human being I want to do. I call this thing, like, I want to be the standard. I want to be that guy. Like, every place I went in the military, there was this ethos about how this place is, how we're going to live, how we're going to represent ourselves. And I walked around and I saw that most people didn't live up to that ethos. Like, if you go to whatever company, they had this mission statement on how we want to run our company. I made one for myself on how I want to be. And that is why, if people can make up a mission statement, an ethos in which they want to live by, and every morning you wake up, you hold yourself accountable to that mission, not a company's, your own. Make up your own mission statement. What do you want to be in life? And once you do that, now you can work with somebody to get better. You can work with yourself to get better. But until you know what you want to stand for, you will always just be sitting down. You'll never stand for anything.
What's that quote? If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for everything.
That's it. It's a true statement.
In the book, you talk about Roger that, there being two types of Roger that. I absolutely adore the second type. Received orders given, expect results.
That's it.
So cool. Above and beyond, more than was expected.
That's right.
To the letter.
That's Roger that. That is, for me, what Roger that means.
Received orders given.
Yep.
Expect results.
Expect results. That's right.
So fucking dope.
That is it. That is it. And when you hear that from somebody who gets it, you know it because you can look in their eyes. You feel that energy, man. It connects immediately. They're out here to get a job done. Roger that. So.
The start of the book, or at least the start of the audiobook, you've got a few different intros.
Right.
Rogan,
Yep.
your mum,
Mm-hmm.
and The Rock.
Right.
Slightly odd trifecta, but I do think it works. So obviously your time, Rogan's had you on now the third time that you've been on. What have you learned since being friends with him? He's a very singular individual.
You know what? One thing about him is that he's made it, and he's all about everybody else making it. There's one thing that he believes in, is that there's enough food, enough cake for everybody out here to eat. So there's a lot of people in this world who don't want to see you make it because they think you could take a piece of their pie. That motherfucker's like, look, dude.
Pie for everybody.
I got 14 pies, bro. One for every motherfucker here. And so he's all about people making it. And that's something that a lot of us can, learn from. That people think, oh, I made it. I'm going to hold on to it. I'm not going to help anybody else out.